Alrighty, I better give you a few weekly updates and whatnot. I've been out there burning some of these Boxthorn stacks. I was going to get out there with the big camera. My leg is giving me a lot of shit. One of the pigs doesn't like the way I hold the gate, and so he headbutts the fucking gate. And then when that hits you in the leg, your muscles become a bit tense. Doesn't help if you try and walk up and down steep hills as well. So I probably should put something on it. And but anyway, and you'll see this before long, put all the lino down on the floor. It's like a fake cork looking thing. So that's been good. It's it took me about a day and a half to do it. How long did it take Troy to get that damn shellac down on his floor when he done the tiny home? Well, I've done my bedroom floor, joins with trims and edging and the whole friggin' shebang, a day and a half. Of course, it's not the entire house, but you know, I don't string things out when it comes to getting on with some things. Yeah, I was down there the other day burning a stack, and this stack was fairly getting underway. And I heard this squealing, and I thought, oh shit, I'm burning some little birds alive, or something like that. Like there's a nest of little baby chicks. And I thought, well, I burnt another heap of stuff in the same stack like 2 weeks ago. All this stuff here has only pretty much been cut down and put here a week ago. How can there be any birds? I thought, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, I looked up, and about, I don't know, 30 metres away, 30, 40 metres, the cats are walking along, black kitties walking along, holding a flaming rabbit. And it wasn't any little chicks squealing as they're getting burned, it was the rabbit squealing as she's walking along holding it by the skin of its back. And tabby cats following close behind, and well, they started to walk over the other side of the paddock, and 10 minutes later I'm still hearing squealing and all this stuff. So I went over there, and they just got it on the ground, and they're sort of chasing it around through all the lumps of grass and just pissing around with it. And so I grabbed hold of it and wrung its neck, but it's just so funny. I'm looking at, trying to look through all this burning stuff, going, where are these little birds? And it's the cat walking along, and little rabbit's legs are just hanging down. Reed, 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 reed. Next thing you know, I'm sort of trailing off, just walking over the other side of the paddock. Isn't that right, Black Kitty? You're a funny little kitty. They can't see you, bud. Anyway, that's life with cats. There's also the cat alarm clock. If you don't wake up early enough, next thing they're up next to your face going, and you open your eyes and there's this cat right in front of you. If that doesn't do it, standing on your nuts will do it. Yeah. Anyway, they're definitely doing their job. I reckon that'd be, I'm losing count. It'd be at least the 8th one, I reckon, in the last 2 months. It's getting to the point now that it's basically 2 a week they're getting. So I don't know where they keep pulling them from, but they keep pulling them out of places. That one I believe was probably near the Agos. There's a big eucalyptus. It was probably somewhere around there, because that's where I first seen them come out, sort of just above all that. So yeah, but anyway, if they're out there and they keep finding them, that's good. House is in a mess. I've got to bloom and clean everything up. I'm going to have a bit of a spring cleaning. there's not that much junk. There's a few things that I ain't going to use that I either got to give away or throw in the bin. You know, it's just, you don't always use everything, or some things I just got to use up. Like I've got a lot of vitamin pills, so I'm starting to take vitamins every day. And instead of just sort of tuck them over in the corner, you know, I'm making a go of actually getting them. I've got other things like a stupid thing. It's like a diffuser for Vicks Vapor drops and stuff like that. And I've got stacks of, you know, sealed packets of it. You know, I've got to give it to someone or just chuck it out. There's a bunch of different little bits and pieces. I've got chalk, I've got little liquid glue and all that. Probably give all that to me nieces. You know, there's someone else I know who's got a dog, and I've got rawhide treats that I bought that the cats weren't interested in, and I got a bottle of wine there. Someone at work wants that. It was from where I used to, Chinese Boss's Vineyard. But just a lot of random little bits and pieces that I've got. Holy smoke, I've got a lot of blimmin' chili sauces and stuff like that too. Got these here. Bought a chili plant about 6 or 7 years ago. The thing ended up dying, but picked all the chilies off and dried them. Oh, they may be rotten, so I pulled one out and ate the friggin' thing. Holy smoke, that was the wrong move. They're still as potent as you can imagine 6 or 7 years later. So yeah, it's sort of funny. I've got that much deodorant, it's just ridiculous. And insect repellent, 2 cans over there. I got like about 3 bottles of flipping sunscreen, and a lot of stuff just sits there. I never use that sort of thing, but so the rubber's got to hit the road, and I've either got to use this stuff or chuck it out. It's cat's in there trashing something. Anyway, things continue on. Oh, buddy. Shit. I got a mosquito net and dumbass and cozy. Look at this. This is a big mosquito net that goes all over me bed. And it hangs off a hook on the roof in summer. But somebody else thinks it's a good idea to make it their bed, and they've tore a bloody hole in it. To rebag that now. What do you do that for, buddy? Your little bed's up there. Hey? Shit. Somebody needs their claws clipped too. Anyway. Don't think there's a great deal more to say. I've sort of box horns are really getting serious now. Yeah, I sort of might have a rest from them for a while. I'm bloody sick to death of it. It seems the only thing I ever do is just cut down box thorns and whatnot. The weather here has changed to like spring weather. We've had nights that, well, the other night in my bedroom it's 15.5 degrees Celsius, which is pretty friggin' warm actually. So I've got a handful of bits of wood that had bore in them, so I'm just trying to basically use all those up before we get the you know, the end of cold nights. Yeah, I've sort of hit a large goal with silver as well. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop buying it. It's very bright these days, lovely and bright. So I've actually turned my inverter back on, so I'm back to using 240 volt power here, which is always good. Got a few things charged up and whatnot the other day. But I've been sitting dormant most of winter. Yeah, I think that's about it. And your claws clipped, don't you, bud? Hey? Both of yous do. Hmm?